Hey there guys! So I have some days off, so I'll show you a free lick also to welcome my new subscribers to the channel. This is actually the opening lick from a song called Stringed Sanity from the Uncertain Terms album. So I'll show you what it is. It's a G minor thing, a G Dorian thing. So you start out with a basic, it's just a blues lick, you know, and then he goes and really works hard in the G minor 7 arpeggio. You should know this. And if I would play the chord scale arpeggio, you can do so many things with that arpeggio. So let's go. That's the first statement. It's just a pentatonic statement. Also watch my right hand, you know, because it's hybrid picking. So we use this little arpeggio shape. Which is a really good exercise in itself, no? So. Then for the second part he moves to, which is always the case, a very favorite arpeggio of him is in this case it's a C7 arpeggio. It's always there in a Dorian context, it always just resides left from the root note arpeggio. So we have, and here we have is diatonic to G Dorian. It's a C7 arpeggio, but it's the shape that counts. You know, he just always goes from that shape into the next shape. All right. So in this dominant shape here. So what do you have? So here's where the transition happens. We have something like. To the third of the C7. That's a little exercise for you guys. Really important that you hammer on the 10. So 9, 11, 9, and then this C here with a hammer on from nowhere, and then. Just with this little exercise here, you have all important chord tones of a C7 arpeggio, which is perfectly diatonic to a G Dorian context. And he does this, which is also just a little bit of scale here. Then he does this move, which is cool. Right? So very slow from the C7 dominant arpeggio. And at that point he really throws in some tension here, so it's a little bit of theory. What you can do over a C dominant, C7, C dominant arpeggio, is play the dominant diminished scale, which is half whole tone type of thing. Very symmetrical scale. Only its real function is to build in some tension or some outside feel, and that's what you get at the end of the lick. You get this little bit of an outside flavor. It's just a C dominant diminished scale. And you finish off with this very classic rock double stop. So very slow, the whole lick now, very slow. I'm messing up the lick. I can't do it slow. Something like that. Don't go at this lick as a whole. You need every time I stopped and showed you, do this little exercise, do this little fragment. That's how you practice those licks, and that's how you get the small building blocks in for longer licks. So watch out! Don't get frustrated if you don't get the whole lick first. That's not so important. Just study the small fragments and then slowly try to connect them to this longer lick. So, alright guys, so still I'll be repeating myself a little bit here, but if you like this kind of content, this Greg Howe style licks, there's so much more. It's not free, but it's hours and hours, because my online school is launched. I have a few students who are participating already, which is so cool. Almost ready for releasing part 2, because it's a sequential program. I need to finish it by 11 November because my first students will move on, or can decide to move on, to part 2, which will be the Uncertain Terms album. That's why I'm giving just one lick. There will be 18 or 20 ideas, fully tapped of course, for my subscribers in that program. But hey, have a great weekend, which is coming up, a great Halloween, and see you soon.